Hello, dark shit is good, but it's spicy, no man.
Yes. We are back with another episode of the Danger Zone podcast, number 116 from 3 locations today. We got Myster DL, we got
Big Shug.
and
Chef Tanya Nicole.
oh yeah, we are here.
Yo, where you at?
Where are you
Where
at?
are
I'm in Weymouth.
She's in Weymouth.
I'm down in Weymouth.
Yeah.
Right now, what Weymouth spot? Oh, was you working out?
Yeah, I work out at the Planet Fitness in Weymouth.
Oh, right up there across from that. Is that Planet Fitness over there? It is. Right on that. Over the bridge, right? That little bridge.
Hell yeah.
Yeah, I think there's a little bridge, and there's like a development across the street.
Right across the street. Yeah, that's Planet Fitness. Okay, that's Libby Parkway.
Oh, okay.
Libby Parkway is
That's
the.
what I'm at.
Yeah. So damn, that's where you go. Damn. Like 3 minutes from there. Yeah, that's right up the street. Good for you, man.
Yeah, I was telling my friend, I was like, I should probably just go to Big Shug's house because it's right there.
We could have been right up in there because they got that clubhouse over there. We could have been right up in there doing it. But yo, what's good? What's good?
Nah, man, just chilling, just paying attention to the stories of the day. What do you got? What do you want to start with? There's a bunch.
I mean, first and foremost, kind of most, little bit most. Well, Jermaine Dupri came out clowning Sexy Red for only selling 28,000 albums first week or whatever. You know what I mean? And talking about from our era in those times, if you had sold 28,000 albums with a push like that in the first week, you wouldn't even be allowed back in the building. You know what I mean? Which is definitely how it was. Some people were hating because they were saying, oh, he should have been hating or whatever.
Yeah.
But the bottom line, what he was saying was the bottom line. I mean,
yeah, but
everybody.
he
Go
also,
ahead.
for me, selling 38,000 records in a time when no one needs to buy your album, I think that's pretty good.
28.
Oh, 20, even 20 records. No one needs.
You know the difference.
Go ahead.
You know the difference though, DL. The difference is when you're supposed to have that push like she did, like being hot.
Yeah.
Which I don't feel she's talented, but I mean, I'm just saying that's like equivalent to like, okay, who's this hot artist right now?
Her butthole's
They only
brown.
sold amount of this amount, like, you know, so that's low for that. And what I take it is too. So maybe it was a major who put that money up.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? So maybe that was the situation, but you know.
When you say a major, you mean a major record label?
Yes. Because of course that's dope. It was independent. You know what I mean? That's something else. But I mean, somebody probably gave her X amount of money.
Yeah.
And then boom, and that shit only did 28, so it was kind of whack though for that situation. Because you know it ain't nothing even a quarter or close to being recouped. You know what I'm saying? So
Yeah, well, that's just like with the
What would?
with the Rick Ross thing. Rick Ross did like, you know, the same numbers on his last major release, and Jermaine Dupri didn't have nothing to say about that.
he did 28.
I doubt he even did that, man. That's what I'm saying. I said people actually buying your CD these days. I think that's pretty good.
I mean, so for instance, you know some of the rappers of the day. So let's not say him. Let's say Drake. Let's say Kendrick.
Yeah.
Say J. Cole. They're gonna do more than 28,000 their first week out.
Okay.
Yeah, but I think that's unfair to compare her to those artists. I think it would be good to look at like a similar artist and see like comparable, like where she's at.
But what I think they're dealing with, what he's dealing with is the hype. You see what I'm saying? When they hype somebody like that, you know, that's really how the business has always been. Like they got it's like Cent when he came out. It's like, oh, boom, or Kanye or whoever. You expect this. But then when it's not that, then it's a flop for the label. You see what I'm saying? So, like I said, if it's indie, totally different situation. But, you know.
So I'm showing it right here on the screen. Rick Ross's last album sold 179,000 copies. So there you go. That's more than 29.
Huh?
I said that's more than 29. So yeah, he sold 170.
So that's what he did that week.
That's his total sales for his last album was 179.
Her 28,000 is this week.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? So I don't know what the.
Yeah.
But sometimes.
Who would you compare her to, Big Shug? Like if you had to pick an artist, who would you put in that box maybe?
Rest in peace, Magoo. Yeah, you know who Magoo is?
Mr. Magoo?
No, I knew you was gonna say that though. I knew you was gonna say that. No.
Oh my god.
No, only Tanya, right? Yo, nah, Magoo. I was just waiting for her to say because I knew she was gonna say Mr. Magoo. Magoo is he used to rhyme with Timberlake. You remember that dude?
Oh yeah.
You remember him rhyme with that funny voice or whatever?
Yeah.
But I'm saying that because even though rest in peace to him, but to me he was whack though. But and to a lot of people, to me she has no talent though. It's not even I don't even know, man. It's like
but I feel like even in the industry now, there's a lot of people out there that don't have talent, but marketing and all that allows them to like be in the in the spotlight, and then they make their money like with other things.
Okay, so this is how I say that. So you're right. I think even back in the day, there was a lot of untalented people who made it like Milli Vanilli. But the thing is, what I'm saying is, okay, when it comes to rapping, right? When it comes to rappers, I feel like even if you could just sit there and put a beat on it, you just could rhyme. Even if you're something written and you sounds good, you're flowing good, whatever, right? I don't want to look at you and listen and be like, damn, this person sounds stupid as hell. Like, or like, where's my attention? Like, you know what I mean? And now with women, sometimes they could, they would mask that because then they got them like wearing something scantily clad or whatever, or some crazy shit. So be like, oh, she just selling because she's this and that. But no, like for instance, I feel like Cardi B is cool, but I feel like there's other chicks that rap better, other women. You know what I mean? That even Nicki Minaj, I feel like is a way better rapper than Cardi B.
Yeah, I think.
You know what I mean?
I think Nicki's probably the better rapper, but Cardi's the better personality. You know what I mean? I think Nicki's a better rapper, but Cardi's a better personality. Like, you know what I mean? Nicki Minaj seems like she's really high maintenance. Cardi B seems like you might be able to have a drink with her or something. You know what I mean?
I mean, so it's like they become Hollywood when it's time. And Cardi B will show more of that ghetto side when it comes down to it. Because as we know now, she's so-called beefing with our homegirl BIA.
Yeah, I got that on my list.
You know what I mean? Yeah.
BIA.
That BIA diss track was fucking terrible. That was terrible. Those bars were so bad. She gotta hope that Cardi B doesn't come back with a response to that. The beat's all right. The hook's dope. She has a dope hook. But the bars were just so fucking terrible. I was like, what the fuck?
Hey, Bia, if you listen, what the fuck? But hey, Bia, if you're listening.
The danger zone.
Yo, he straight caught me with that. I was like, yo. He just turned to
I really like Cardi. I think
DL turned into a straight
lyrical talent.
What the fuck? Yo, it just reminded me when I had a roommate when I was going to the Ham. That's what we used to call Framingham State. Because that's when something is so corny, you got to make it cool. So we just called it the Ham. And we had Chris Cronin was my roommate. Shout out to Chris, wherever you at. And then we let Rob Ennis stay in there with us. And me and Rob had mad trees. And so one night, we just smoked. You know, that college smoking. We just was smoking, Animal House style, smoking. So now, everybody called himself going to sleep, man. Chris got his bed on the floor. No, Christian's in his bed. Rob's on the floor on the mattress. Rob was fat as hell too. But shout out to Rob, that's my dude. And me, once we lay down, your man got up like if somebody woke up in a casket. He woke up and he said, "Fuck!" Like, he said, "I am fried." I was like, yo, you know what I'm saying? Because you know what it was? He smoked more than he ever fucking smoked in his life. You know, and that was like, you imagine being like 18, 19, like, you know, blazing out. Like this dude, like he probably was like never. He told us he did, but it was so much. And you know, the weed wasn't all like cuckoo. It was man. Yeah. Shout out to Chris Brown. But his kids probably might have heard this and be like, "Oh shit, that's you, Dad?" Nah, I don't know. But
he dry snitched.
Right. As far as Cardi B though, and well, Bia, I'll tell you like this, Bia.
She said, "Catch another tude," because she couldn't catch a beat. That was one of the bars. I'm just like, what are you talking about?
Bia, this is what I'm gonna tell you. Bia. You on the list with a few other compadres as the top 10 rappers in Boston, from Boston, whatever. Holla at us, let's get at it. You know what I mean? We'll get at it, get these bars. Like, I'll ride with you. I'm cool. I'm on some mad shit. I'll ride with you. So let's do it. I'm with it. But don't be putting.
But on that one, she took an L.
Yeah.
Huh?
I said on that one, she took an L.
Yeah, but some people, that's because, man, they don't got the right,
I don't know.
They don't got the right.
I don't get these people, especially when you're in a moment where you're so popular. Like, who are you checking with?
So
that people are like, yeah, you're good. Yeah, you're good.
To me,
yeah, you're good.
To me, she didn't take the L in the battle because at the end of the day, Cardi B says, "I'm not going to respond. I'm just going to sue her." And I'm just like, oh my God.
That was chips. Oh,
yeah. I was like, come on.
Yeah.
Cardi B, we love your titties, but
come on, Cardi.
That's some wax.
Bring out the BS. Let's go. Let's get a little rumble in the Bronx.
Hey, like Tanya said a little while ago, Mr. Magoo. But what I'm saying, all I'm just saying is like, you can't. First of all, AKA Stephen A. Smith. First of all, there's no need to respond sometimes, man, because it ain't in you.
Yeah.
If you think about it, when 50 Cent came through and he smashed the buildings on Ja Rule was having these massive ass radio hits. You know what I'm saying? What would I do about you? All that shit was like, yo, dude came through and smashed him, and he felt for some reason he had to compete with him. You know what I mean? And then he went toe-to-toe, tried to go toe-to-toe and got smashed. You know what I mean? And then that was it. Now, of course, it's the comeback shit now because, like, the nostalgia thing that he can tour and he can make sold-out shows and whatever. Well, I'm just saying.
He was doing sold-out shows that whole time just for a different audience. Just for a top 40. He was doing sold-out shows the whole time. It just was for a different audience. It was for, like, the Mariah Carey crowd and the... like he was with them. You know what I'm saying?
He did slide, though. He did fall off right in front of us at that time. Because if you think about it...
Well, he'll always be off to us. Like, people who like real hip-hop, he'll always be off to us. Like, we will always be like, yeah, he fell off. He's gone. The guy probably makes $20 million a year touring. You know what I mean? And we think he's washed up.
He was probably making money, but think about this. This is what happens to a lot of people, I think. When you're at the top of that shit, like our man Fetty Wap, who's sitting in jail right now, when you at the top, they feel invincible. There's a certain invincibility. You know what I mean? And cats is like, and they love, guess what? Motherfuckers love the limelight. They love the fans screaming and shit. That's part of what the power is. That's part of the attraction to all of that. And then now, some of that was taken off. That luster was taken off with that 50 thing.
Yeah.
Because he was basically... Like you, all you had to do, he could have been on some fly shit and say, yo, let me just keep rocking, do what I'm doing. You feel you gotta go back at him. You know what I mean? And y'all wanted him and Herb and them, oh, you the cops, you this and that. But he killed you with one line. He said, when you sing, you sound like the Cookie Monster. Yo, that's some shit I never forgot because I'm like, wait a minute, hold up. I thought about that shit. I was like, wait a minute, he do sound like the Cookie Monster a little bit. And he was winning with it. You know what I mean? But, that to me, that was one that didn't need to get challenged. Biggie didn't.
I think Cardi B could have just said, that's just so whack, I don't even need to respond.
Yeah.
And leave the whole the suing thing out of it.
Well, she's suing because in the record...
Yeah, why is she suing?
She's suing because in the record... Bia says that she's been cheating on her husband, and she says that that's defamation of character. But I'm like, bro, it's fucking art, man. It's just art. Like, I don't know, man.
Well, you know...
it is art, but at the same time, it's a diss track, so she's specifically talking about Cardi, so I feel like Yeah, I think I would ride with Cardi with that.
You would ride with her suing her instead of just responding to her?
No, I'm not. I understand why she would say it's defamation of character in that context.
Yeah.
The suing part, no, but it is defamation of character. You know.
Yeah. All right. Well, yeah. So I don't know. BIA, no diss to BIA, but that was terrible.
We're gonna write that one off.
Yeah, that was just.
We're looking
bad.
forward to the next song.
Here's a problem right now, right? Problem being, just me and my son was eating some chicken wings and fries. You know what I mean? So, that thing with what's his name? With Drake and Kendrick.
Yeah.
And J. Cole and all that. Yo, man, believe it or not, that shit straight softened the shit out of like diss records. It made it seem weird. Like it's like at first we all knew diss records to really be hitting.
Yeah.
You know, even Benzino and Eminem, like all that stuff was softer than what diss records really used to be. So therefore now people don't even pay attention to it like that. It's a way different thing. And then you got to hold up. How many people ever made a diss record and apologize for making the diss record?
That's some soft serve shit.
MC Shan was the first.
That's some soft serve-ish. Go ahead, sorry, DL.
MC Shan was the first I ever saw. And then
apologize?
Yeah, the Eminem, he remember he deleted it from the internet. He's like, yeah. Well, what about Millie's? Millie's went on this fucking tour talking about MGK's a bitch, MGK sucks, he's garbage, this and that. He does a show in Cleveland, Ohio. MGK shows up Dolo, comes into the show and makes Millie's come downstairs, talk to him one-on-one. And now Millie's fan bases are going at Millie's for not, doing what he said he was going to do or this and that. You know what I mean?
So you hopped on what I was saying as well. So I guess all of that attributes to it. Whereas like it's garbage. Like now this shit is like, you know what I mean? Like that.
I feel like a diss track should be like what underground rap is, like a rap battle, where they search all the files and then pull out some stuff that you didn't even remember you did. Like,
your mom's fat, your kids are ugly, that kind of shit.
I mean, to me, so I always feel that's a part of it. But one part of it I think about too is that this record should be comical too.
Yeah.
Comical the way that you clowning a motherfucker. Like that's how I feel with Ether. That's how I feel. Look at Ice Cube with No Vaseline, right? So when we seen the movie after the fact, one dude's laughing. DJ Yellow's laughing.
Yeah.
Because Ren is mad. He's like, yo, man. He said, yo, I think that shit's kind of funny, man. He said, you know what I mean? So that's the part of it though. Yeah. It's like it's hard.
I don't even believe for 1 minute. I don't even believe for 1 minute that DJ Yella said that. Of all the people who that diss record hurt, of all the people, it was DJ Yella because he had nothing to fall back on, bro. He didn't have nothing. He was the guy in NWA, like that. He wasn't. He was you God of NWA. You know what I'm saying? Like,
yo, but you hey yo, but you know what? So this is the thing that worked. This is the thing that worked for you, God, and it probably would work for Yella too, because you were in the scene and you was around everybody. So what did you got? He wrote a book.
Yeah,
you know what I mean. So same thing with DJ Yella. If he writes a book, people gonna read it because they know he was in the mix.
Yeah,
like not necessarily because what he was.
Yeah,
you know what I mean. But my thing was, first of all, when me and Google first came out too, so dissing was heavy.
But dissing was heavy. But was it more subliminal disses or straight up name drop dissing?
Well, it was more straight up because it was braggadocious. So it was like basically like I'm the man, you're a chump. Like that was that. You know what I mean? I got this, you don't got shit. I'm Run DMC. I'm driving caddy, you fixing a Ford.
Yeah.
Like, you know what I mean? Like that was the type of shit that you're hitting motherfuckers back with. Like you're a bum ass motherfucker compared to what I do. So, and with me, So I snapped all the time. I used to roast motherfuckers like that's part of me. Anybody know the history of me? That was just my life, whatever. And but I believe because I snapped so hard on people, and sometimes I would get to them so badly, I needed to know how to fight as well. You know what I mean? So that's how I felt when I started rapping, and if it was my lyrics were hard and boom, 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 because I'm ready to go, like, you know what I mean? And some of the things made you feel like that. And then when I first started coming to New York, so you would see dudes had a little beef, slap this one or beast break out, or that big physical fight, dudes getting thrown off balconies and dumb shit when it was 2 Live Crew against Dre and them. When that shit was going on at that time.
Yeah.
Like I was at Jack the Rapper. Yo, Cass was like fighting behind this shit. You know what I mean? Like, and people getting hurt. You know what I mean?
Yeah, we don't want it to go back to that extreme. We don't need violence.
It will never be that. It will never be that again. No why? It goes back to like when I first used to go to New York, early 90s, whatever. If I had a problem, if anybody had a problem with a record label or something who wasn't used to dealing with cats from the street or inner city or what have you, and everybody always had 2 or 3 goons around them or some situation like that, you could go, this is what happened. You could go to the label, walk in them big ass buildings in Manhattan or down, in New York, jump on the elevator, go up to whatever floor that label's on. Everybody say hi when you get in there, and you go see the dude who's running your shit and slap the shit out of him. You see what I'm saying? So that was that era. Like just like when Ice Cube was bashing up everything in that record label office, it went from being like that to now. As soon as you show up in front of that door, there's all types of security. You ain't getting nowhere. You're not getting anywhere near nobody. Like, and that's what happened with the music. People say what they want to say, but like those type of rappers are moving around with security and all kinds of stuff, like Money Mayweather.
Do we have a caller?
Huh?
Do we have a caller?
Yes, Misdemeanor is in the room.
All right,
we have a caller.
We don't gotta let him in yet. This is Artisin.
He's already in.
We got Artisin coming in to talk about his new album. But is he already in? He's in? He can hear us?
To make sure we can.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Peace.
That's right.
What up? We can hear him.
Oh, what's up?
It's dude. Well, yo, what's up, man? Last time I seen you, we was freestyling a mile a minute. Yo, who else is up there? Oh, because dude is behind the little thing. I couldn't see.
Misdemeanor.
Oh, okay.
What up?
Yeah,
last time we was over there, DLs.
Hell yeah. Well, that was a couple months ago for the video shoot for Yefta featuring Big Shug. I forget the name of the song, but you could check it out on YouTube.
Yeah, real spit.
Real spit.
Yeah. Something like yeah. But I remember we was up in there, man. My man was soft shoe. Yo, you can put all that bit at. Yo, what's going on with y'all though, man? You know what I'm saying?
No, man, just chilling, man. Been working on some stuff, working on a couple joints. And then I've been working myself too on other shit,
Yeah, like at Wendy's or something, or what you working on?
So
The danger zone.
Nah, he mad laid back. I'm like, yo, I mean, you make burgers and
I've
shit.
been doing some things, just some stuff. What's up with you?
I make burgers and shit, but that ain't my real thing. That ain't really what I'm about. Nah, but go ahead. What you working on?
I'll be making burgers, but me and Misdemeanor, we got he came up here from Florida. Basically, he moved up here, so we started working on a project. And so far we got a few joints. We just did a video with Acrobatic the other day. It's called Gas Prices. And we got another joint called Culture.
All right.
And we just working, trying to gel our some music together, gel our ideas and thoughts together, and come with something something new and innovative, something that people gonna feel.
So Misdemeanor, that's you, right?
Yeah.
Oh, so what's different about y'all's combination though? I mean, what I'm saying, what the people can be like hearing that's different, or what makes y'all work? You know what I mean? Your sound or whatever,
Yo, to be honest with you, not too long ago, he was telling me that I bring a different element to the table when we combine our energy together, because usually he's just spitting lyrics, bars after bars, you know what I'm saying? But with me, he was doing some other shit. The way the music comes out, you just gotta really take a listen to what we got. That song Culture, that shit. You know,
the thing about it is, so I've been in the game for a long time, even rhyming and shit, period. So last time I see my man, we was freestyling for mad long, you know, but real freestyling, because like I don't be writing them freestyles. Like I just do them. Like when it's that shit, I just do them. And I could tell it was a couple people in the room that I know they write what they were saying. You could tell, but it was a good time. But at the set, where you from anyway? Where you from?
Me, I'm from Lawrence.
Oh, you from Lawrence? Okay.
Yeah.
And you?
I'm from Haverhill.
Okay, so yeah, y'all right out there then. You know what I'm saying?
Y'all neighbors.
Yeah, y'all out there then, see? Go get a $5 chicken and split it. Yo, it's all good out there. I used to go, Mr. Elements was originally from Lawrence. All them dudes out there, you know, drama, everybody, hectic, all them, right? And
yeah.
used to be mad Spanish spots out there where you get the whole chicken. And say like they cut that motherfucker about 4 to 5 times, right? You know what I mean? Get some plantains and rice right out there. It wasn't costing nothing, man. That was my thing when I would go out there, because it would be me and everybody else was Spanish. You know what I mean? So the whole crew,
be like that, you know?
Man, that was the whole crew. It was me,
yeah,
and all of them dudes, dramatic and journalists and all types. These dudes, hectic, all them dudes, man. Sinister. There was all types of dudes, man. That was
shout out to Sinister. That's my homie right there.
I was early out there, because man, I was doing my thing, and then them dudes was trying to, you know, they was missing elements, and they did a few joints with them. Bless One was the originator that bring me out there. That's when I first started. His mom, they Dominican. I go to the crib, dude's moms have a big ass plate of motherfucking plantains, right? You know, I go in, another time she got chicken. You know what I'm saying? His brother had a big ass pit bull. He said, "You want to see my dog?" I was like, "Nah." He still brought the dog in there. Yo, he was I'll never forget, man. Shout out to my man, wherever you at. That dude said, "Yo, he wasn't going to school no more." I said, "Why you ain't going to school?" He said, "Yo, he got the big ass pit bull. We in the living room." I'm like, "Dad, first of all, right? I'm in his crib. He got the big pit bull, you know, and then he choking the hell out of him or whatever." And I said, "Why you don't go to school?" And niggas said, "Yo, they be thinking I'm stupid and shit." I said, "So hold up, wait a minute. Yo, you think the teachers think that you stupid?" He said, "Yeah, they be thinking I'm stupid and shit." I said, "Okay, man. Yo, take that pit bull with you up to the school, straighten that out." You know what I'm saying? So
I got
to Bless. They had a little
shout out.
They had a little store out there too. They had a little corner bodega out there too. You know what I mean? Go ahead, Mindy.
That you brought that up, Bless One. I actually got his contact to do an interview. So,
recently?
Yeah, I don't know, like a week ago. So maybe like next week or the week after, maybe.
Yeah, man, that's my dude. That was the beginning, man. Only goofy shit he did. We'll talk about on the show. Was he jumped ship and went with MOP.
Yeah, I heard about that.
And they was, and trust me, they was running him around ragged till he left. Next time I seen him, he was married and had kids. So,
the danger zone.
So,
go ahead,
Mistameana, you make the beats?
Nah, well, I mean, I make beats, but the couple tracks that we got so far, Artisin chef those up. You know, he was in the lab producing those, and you know, he was like, "Yo." Matter of fact, he came to me with some of the concepts for what was that, Culture.
Okay.
He came to me with the concept for that, and all I had to do was lay down the lyrics, and you know, the rest is history.
So who's this guy that looks like The Rock on your page that you said isn't you?
That's me.
I know, because I said that's The Rock. Look at this guy.
Yeah, I remember you showed that picture. Facts. From here up, it's straight up. The Rock.
He was looking like he was telling somebody, "Listen, come with me to the promised land." You know what I mean? With mad sheep.
He said, "Come to the danger zone."
Yo, he got mad sheep out there. Like,
I was about to cook that fish up, you know, for real.
Come with me real quick. I'm gonna show y'all.
So
that's what's different about our music. We ain't just rapping like, you know, the typical gangster shit. Like we rapping about like gas prices, culture. My man, he's a Subaru enthusiast. So I'm trying to push him to push that in the music, you know, like I want to make a song. I want to make like a song about fishing, like, you know, just everyday shit. Make, you know, and make
Boy,
that.
I think what's the name did a fishing song back in the day. What's the round white dude's name that was rapping, the country white dude, man, DL?
Bubba Sparks?
Yeah, he had the little fishing joint, right? He was actually kind of cool with it. But yo,
I love me some Bubba Sparks.
Do you guys perform or have you performed?
Yeah, we did a show at in Manchester. Now forgive me. Shaskin. You heard of Shaskin Pub?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
So how many people was in the crowd? Keep it real. Keep it a buck. I'm gonna tell you something after that.
It's probably like 25 people in the crowd.
Okay, so now. So
but hold on. How many people on stage? Because I know your group. I know your group row of fucking 30 fucking people.
It
wasn't including them. It wasn't including them.
So this reason why I say that, cause it's almost like, okay, for instance, I heard a brother speaking about the G League and the NBA. If you're familiar, the G League is like the prospects and stuff, you know, whatever. And he's talking about, I love basketball, I love playing whatever, but overseas they can go get paid more money, just like rappers do, basically. So he was saying that when you play for the G League, you're used to being a star in college and everything else. Get to the G League, it's like 20 people at your game. So you're like, damn, do I really love this, or am I gonna keep pushing, or what am I gonna do? So that's what I mean. If you rap and there's only a few people in there, right? Do you feel it's the same energy? Like, are you giving the same energy at all times? Like if it was 1,000, because sometimes I see guys, they be almost deadpan, right? Because they, you know, so maybe you haven't done so somebody like me did thousands of shows. So maybe you ain't even a quarter of that, but still, you know, you do a few, you still want to have that same, something that's going to attract people to, like, we got to go see Sinister. And well, excuse me, I said Sinister. We got to see.
Who the heck is that?
Shout out to Sinister.
We did speak to Sinister.
Batman character?
That Sinister's our man. Like that he with Mr. Elements, like in the early days out there. So when y'all rock, I mean, I'm saying sometimes people will see guys that are new and they'll be like, whatever, because the guy's throwing off a certain, like, no aura. So when you rock and you really get the energy going, like, do you feed off of that, or would you like to keep doing shows as well as just doing the music, or what's the situation there?
I love to do shows. I try to entertain, you know, and I think people gravitate to it. They, you know, they like the way you know, like I'm quiet, like you said, I'm quiet.
Yeah.
When I get on stage, it's like
another persona.
Showman, you know, I'm telling jokes, I'm everything, you know.
Just... I gotta see that, man. I don't believe that shit. Go ahead.
I feel like it's I feel like it's on intimate shows. I'll be disappointed if, like, the artist doesn't have energy, because we're gonna feed off of that. And if you look like you're bored, I'm right away. If I've never heard of you, I'm like, I'm not even feeling this dude. Like, I think it's the most important is when it's really intimate, because if those people came to see you, that means, like, those are true fans, right? Mm-hmm. And then they're gonna go and be like, yo, you should have came with me to the Mistameana show. Like, yo, that shit was off the hook. Like, his energy, like, people actually will look forward to just that energy, regardless of, like, what you're even saying.
I mean, that's real talk. I mean, shit, I perform in front of like 2 people with the same energy as I do for was that 25, 30 people that was in the room that last month when we did that show in Manchester.
So like, for instance, I remember us, shout out to my people, Gangstar and Google Recipes. We had a show, we were on tour, and you know, there's thousands of motherfuckers selling all that. So now this was an outdoor festival and it was raining. Right? And so, man, it was every bit 100 people, right? But we still, like, tore that shit down. And then that 100 people actually seemed like 1,000 because they was mad loud. Everybody was engaged. Raining like a motherfucker on them. You know what I mean? Straight. If anybody knows about them festivals, that shit was pouring on them. We got the little awning over the stage a little bit. We get a little bit what we rocking. It's just a beautiful thing because our shit is the same, and that's how I am as an artist. Always, my personality obviously is gonna come out, but it's always staying engaged and always having the people engaged. Man, it's important. This shit's mad important. But y'all got some
especially now because only 25 people are there, but their recording is gonna go online. Like,
all right, so hold on a second, Shug.
That could get mad place.
I got something I want to talk about, and we're gonna. You just made me because I'm the segue king. So you're saying, you rocked the crowd. There was 100 people in the crowd. They were soaking wet. They probably didn't speak English. They didn't, they were out there. Method Man came out today and says that he can't do Summer Jam no more because there's a generation gap or whatever like that. So I thought MC was you either move the crowd or you don't. And trust me, you're playing hip hop music that they feel the music. If they want to dance to it, they're going to dance to it. They're not dancing to it because it's a boom bap beat. That's not what's going on here, Method Man. Because Busta Rhymes comes out or Lil Wayne comes out, they're fucking dancing to this shit. And I think Method Man show is awesome. I'm just saying that. Come on, man. Like, so you're gonna not? Come on, man. What are you talking about?
Here's the thing,
what the fuck is that shit?
For instance, I just did a show with XL Acrobatic and a few of them guys, remember, at the Middle East.
Yeah.
And shout out to Matt Axel too, man, was doing the show. And I remember my son had a couple of friends come too, and some other cats came through. Shout out to Evan Hayes, my son Tremaine, and a few others. These are young dudes, like in their 20s, right? But one thing they said about the performance is like they was engaged, you know what I mean? Because now I'm doing my boom bap, but anybody who knows me, I also incorporate singing and some different stuff like that I'm doing, you know what I mean? And I'm saying they would talk about, even these guys were saying how, the melodic difference and my performance was this way and all that. And so that's the whole thing. If I walk over there with an ego, like I remember, man, somebody did a show at a small place, the big group, and they were like, yeah, I ain't used to places like this, whatever. But like, there's no need for you to even say that. You know what I mean? Because if you go on rock, they paying you there. Yeah. You know what I'm saying? So do your thing and keep it moving. But some people let the ego, I think that's the ego thing too, right there.
And on the real, that's some bullshit because when you first started, you weren't playing shows with thousands and thousands of people that everybody knew your lyrics and everybody knew your shit. And I feel like that's exactly how you fall off. Yeah. Oh, I'm not going to mess with these young heads because like they don't understand me. That's actually opposite. Like I know kids that are 13, 14 and know 90s hip hop. And if they never heard of you, I don't know who never heard of Method Man, who don't know these songs, but like that's a way of an introduction. Because if you want to keep on your money game, you need to make sure that either you're reinventing yourself or you're finding more people that weren't your audience that now are.
Here's this right here though. I am a New York Yankees fan. Like I love the Yankees. I grew up. The first thing I ever remember liking was the New York Yankees. I don't care who played baseball or the shortstop for the New York Yankees in 1964. I don't care. I don't care. So for our generation to like pick at these kids and be like, you don't like KRS-One? Who fucking cares, bro? It's not for him. When he was a baby, Nelly was on the radio. You know what I'm saying? Like.
Here's why I differ, not to cut y'all, and you come in my next, my man. Here's why I differ with that. So me personally, I don't know just with me or other people might be like me. So I was down for the history, even in sports. I was one of them dudes who was like, yo, I wanted to know the history and the now. You see what I'm saying? As we, shout out to Celtics about to go tomorrow, the first game in the finals. Like I'm saying, I go generations even before my time where I know all of that history because I was a dude that wanted to know that. I didn't,
no.
You know what I'm saying?
I know the history. I understand knowing the history, but that doesn't mean I'm going to be a fan. I have to necessarily be a fan of this now because it came 30, 40 years ago. Nah, like I appreciate the guy who plays shortstop for the Yankees. You're right. Yeah, I love the history. But I don't like tell my nephew, oh, you don't fucking like this guy? He played baseball. You don't like him? What are you talking about? That's real baseball.
I never did that. I never did that either. Because It's different. Go ahead, man. You're over there, man.
Like, my bad. My bad.
No, get into the upper room.
Well, two things. Like, I think for Meth, I think it was a New York thing. Like, he was just expecting it to be more noise.
Yeah.
In New York, he performing. And also, I think that, like, the kids, like I met some kids who like the older shit, but, like, I just feel like they don't like being preached to. They don't like, like, when it sounds too preachy, like, oh, you don't know the history about KR? What's wrong with you type, So they're on a vibe, they're on a, like, oh, okay.
It's like,
and if you kind of sneaking into them, oh, all right, what was that? But, like,
they're as interested in embracing our shit as we are to embracing their shit. We just go, yeah, that new shit sucks. That new shit's whack. I'm like, bro, there's mad good rappers. Sauce Walka is like 25 years old and is one of the best lyricists I've ever heard. Like straight up, you know what I mean? So it's like it is still out there. Like it's still there. We're just not looking for it.
Here's what I do. So weekly, I'm listening to a few of the joints by the younger dudes, whatever. I'll listen to some classic shit, some R&B, some soul, old shit, everything. But so this week I was actually hearing Lil Baby go hard, man. Actually, that joint was actually pretty dope lyrically. But then I heard some shit with Gunner and somebody else. It was a remix. And to me, let's go. Like, I didn't like that too much because it was mad simple sound. But I mean, the Lil Baby came on right before that. His shit was nice. So it's like, it just depends. Like, if some of the motherfuckers is just. I think
it's just like with any other music. Like, even when we were growing up in the 90s or whatever, it's not like we liked every artist that was out there. You know what I'm saying?
Of course.
The point is that to expose yourself of what's out there, the new music, new MCs or whatever, and figure out in the new shit, what do you like? And the shit that you don't like, don't listen.
You know what, though?
Go ahead.
You don't even gotta listen to the new shit if you don't want to, though.
Yeah.
Really, because think about this. So you got groups like the Platters, the Temptations, Smokey Robinson, it goes on, that perform still to this day, right? And when you go to their shows, the shit is sold out. And I guarantee you, 90% of the people bettering it don't listen to anything but music from that era.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? And if you go take a look, because them shows are sold out. And you can even go to the other side with that group, Chicago, who sells out big ass coliseums, right? You could go in there and look at their videos on YouTube. Both of these people, Temptations, go Blue Magic, go some of these other groups, whatever, and you look at their YouTube views and shit is like 5 million, 10 million, 25 million, all stylistics, all that old shit, because it's people that stayed in that lane. And then there's newcomers too. So guess what? Somebody just recently spoke about, I think Static Selector and Terminology, shout out to them, was on a podcast speaking about the host had said something about boom bap not making no money with boom bap, beats, right? Which is not the case. It was just circumstances. You know what I mean? Because boom bap is the title. But songs are songs. You know what I mean? If you like something, you're gonna like it. If you don't, you don't. So it doesn't matter.
What boom bap record is big right now? Like that's a big record. Like, that's a serious question. Nas had to make noise. He had to get Hit Boy. He had to go current. Like, it's a new era. Like, I'm not saying you can't make money selling a boom bap beat. That's not what I don't think the people were saying. I'm just saying, all right, look at. I hate to use jewelry as an example, but I'm going to use it because that's to simplify this down. What fucking boom bap artist is wearing $1 million worth of jewelry?
Well, you know what?
You know what I'm saying? Which one?
Now here's the difference. Here's the difference with that part. So they have some boom bap artists, mostly older generation, or older, but you have some that are at millionaire status.
No, you're right, but they ain't doing shit right now that's making noise currently right now, making noise currently.
Yeah, but some shit is just trash-tastic though. Like,
I agree with you, but I'm just saying, boom bap is not I love boom bap, but it's not what it is right now. Like that.
So
Like,
so
it's
hold
not
on.
what it is right now.
Do you think? I don't think that's just it either. I think it's multifaceted. But do you think Griselda and Conway? You think they're boom bap?
I don't really think so. I think it's their own thing. They're 15, 20 beats per minute slower than your typical boom bap beat. These guys are rapping to a 66 beat per minute beat.
Remember back in the days when you would listen to an album and then you, like a Muggs, and then you or Primo, and then you hear the beat that they put on before the beat, like the wasted beat.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? And that shit's slow, and then
the beat is never wasted.
Some of them be like mad ill, like why the fuck you waste this shit?
Because they weren't doing that back then.
Griselda decided to rap on those beats. They're like, fuck that.
It's slowed down. It's to me a Griselda beat or that style of hip hop is in between a trap beat and a boom bap beat tempo wise. Because
go
ahead.
I'm gonna tell you what I'm saying on that. So I've heard some songs with cats on Primo. You know, Primo was king of boom bap, beat wise, whatever, and it fits right in. Like you know how some shit don't fit in there. You know what I mean? But those dudes, Conway,
Benny,
what's that good?
That shit,
Benny the Butcher.
Them dudes fitted right in there with the shit I heard. I'm like, so that.
So
you know what I mean?
when I did the record with Conway, he told me straight up. He was like, I know he's got better physically, but he told me straight up, send me slow beats because I don't like to rap fast. I can't rap fast right now. Now he can because I heard him go crazy, but this is a while back.
Well, you know me. Like I got a lot of joints. Some are mid tempo and some are slow. You know what I mean? Like I call it the slow flow control. You know what I mean? When I'm rhyming like that, but that's like, you know what I mean? It's a more like I'm just kicking it like really like, you know what I mean?
A lot of rappers from our generations, they can't listen past the hi-hat of the record. If they hear a fast hi-hat, they take a beat that's 75 beats per minute and they think that it's 150 beats per minute. They think I'm telling you, I see it every time. Like you mute that hi-hat on a boom bap rapper and all their issues are over with the beat. I'm telling you. Try it. I'm trying to tell you.
Tried and true.
Try it.
Here's the thing. So I was that dude coming up in this hip hop shit. I was the dude that loved the 808 boom, but I also liked the that clack, the little clacking shit, and how that would be fast, like you know what I mean, like you know what I mean. And then now that I see what's his name, Marley Marl behind the scenes, and those instruments and shit they was using to make these sounds, right? I was always that guy. That's why I feel like even today rapping in 2024, as opposed to like even back when I started, like you know, where it's like I can rock with these beats because it's like there was always something more that I was looking for. You know what I mean? And people who know the business, so Premier, he might be a main producer that I have. But when you're doing features, like I do features all year, you know, and when you're doing features, so you're getting different type of beats. You get a few people that are like, hey, well, this shit just kind of sounds a little like Primo.
Yeah, I was going to ask you, like, how many people just try to mimic DJ Premier and just be like, bro, just be yourself,
you know
bro.
What I mean? So those type of shit. But then I've had people that send total different shit. And you be like, for instance, that song Back Around the Way, which shout out to Millie's on it, LOG.
Yeah.
No, Acrobatic ain't on there.
Term, I think.
Terms on there.
Slain.
Like, even that fast pace. I never rhymed like that.
That's fast, and that's not trap fast. That was like 102 beats per minute, like super fast. Like Artisin makes beats, so he knows like that's fat. 102 beats per minute. Come on, man.
And as an MC, like I took no like you couldn't have Melly Mel do what I did.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Like, you know, I took that, I heard that, so okay, I'm gonna flow like this. And I've done some trap records and shit with these cats out of Carolina and a few other, y'all know who you are. But I'm just saying that's the whole thing, MCing, and I'm with that. I'm not in a lane would be like, okay, I just gotta rhyme this over this way. Well, if it comes and it's good, whatever, I'm gonna do it. I want to hear it all types of ways. But that happens with music, with singing too, because now I'm gonna listen to different music, singing as well. So you know,
when I started doing records with Cypress, I was like 24 years old, and when send me the beats. So I'm like, all right. I almost sent them Cypress Hilly beats, and I was talked out of it because they have DJ Muggs. They don't need my beats. Big Shug doesn't need a DJ Premier sounding beat. He can call DJ Premier.
That's why,
You know what I'm saying?
that's why,
Yo, Term talked me out of that. I made a beat one time. He's gonna give it to Little. I was trying to get it to Little Fame.
Yeah.
Hoping he'll get on it. And so I made it, had the horns and shit was loud. I was like, and then it cuts through. Bring it to him raw, right?
Yeah.
And so then he's like, yo, take that bring it to him raw out. Fame don't want to hear that shit. You don't want to hear
he said bring it to him how?
Because you know how he's like, bring it to him raw.
Oh, okay. No,
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm just saying. I just wanted to hear if you was bringing it to him raw. I didn't know, man. Whoa. But
it was just a cut I found. Like it was
a cut in there.
Yeah, it was like one of his cut. Fame said it, and then
okay, he said bring it to him raw in the cut.
Yeah.
Oh.
And
yo, you wild, son. Yo.
Bruh.
Anyway, so what did Term say about it?
Yo,
take it out. He's like, take the voice out. And I'm like,
that dude said,
and he's like, because he already said it. And then he reminded me that he used that shit on Watch How It Go Down, that same cut. Primo used. And I was like, oh yeah, that's right, yeah. So I took it out.
That don't work.
You go to pool. You got the
So
he said you took it out, but what?
Took it out, sent them a beat. Nothing ever happened to it, but it was just but from what he was telling me, it was like Fame's already used to hearing this shit. People were already kind of sending them. You know what I'm saying? Is the shit that sound like MOP, like
yeah.
normal shit, and with his cuts, you know what I'm saying?
Like I gave 30
beats.
Yeah, like kind of switch it up. I don't know. I'm trying to.
Wait, what did you say, Mr. Nina?
I said, in other words, don't send Cypress Hilly beats.
Yeah, like
so they want something different. That's why they came to you.
Yeah.
So shout out to Cypress Hill. I love them cats, yo. Shout out.
Facts. Friends of the show.
Friends of the show.
They definitely, of course, DL has his history, and definitely like Cypress Hill's them dudes. The only dude used to have a sound like them was what was that group?
Funk Dubious?
Yeah, Funk Dubious was my dude back there because and I thought it was fly because I was like, it was really only two dudes that kind of had that type of like flow. So I was like,
so if you watch a lot of like not super A-list Hollywood movies that take place in the barrio of Los Angeles, there's some rapper who's made a career off imitating Be Real for all these movies for the music in the background.
Wow.
Now that I said it, you guys will hear it. You'll be like, oh shit, that is a Cypress Hill. That's some guy pretending to be Cypress Hill.
Let me tell you, when I first went to Cali, really, when we was on the rap scene heavy and would go to Cali, I would see mad different shit, like dudes who dressed like Cypress Hill and them, with the khakis and the chucks.
That style's been the style since the 1950s. That's been the style.
So listen, I was getting to that. So then I met these others, like crew of Spanish cats who had their hair slicked back. Top button and baggy slack, and they used to play slow. They play that slow music, like from old music went slow, and they had the low line with.
Yeah.
It was a movement. It was like different movements out there. I was like, "Oh, this shit is wild."
That's still fashionable right now. Khakis, a white tee, khakis, some Cortezes maybe, like
Mexican.
Like that's.
I used to hustle with a Mexican nigga. He's deported now, but
that's that.
Yeah, that's that Chicano shit.
The danger zone.
Danger.
Yo, there was a dude that we had back in the day. He got deported too. Blue Shoes. What's that dude's name?
Blue Shoes.
Nah, that he said something about blowing out there Blue Shoes or something, but dudes know I'm talking. I forget his name, but yo, so listen. Before we let y'all get up, I got a question for you. You got to keep it a buck. When it comes to your top 10 rappers, we want to know what's up.
Top 10.
Any order.
You want top 10 rappers, huh?
Go
top 10, damn.
Well, you can do 5 and 5 since there's 2 of you.
I already know I'm on there, so you can just give us 9 more.
Yeah. Yo, favorite rapper of all time for me, hands down, would be Redman.
Okay.
Love that.
Love it. Dope.
After that, right after that, would be Busta Rhymes.
Love that.
Starting off good.
Yep.
There's only one name that could get the boo sound effect, so you keep going.
Oh boy. I already know what name that is.
Black Thought is in there. Pharoah Monch is in there.
Oh, those are 2 new ones.
Ludacris is in there.
Hell yeah.
Okay.
Luda.
Shit.
Hey, study long.
Were you over there looking at a cheat sheet?
He's looking at a Spotify playlist.
He's like thinking long and hard. He's like,
Yeah, how many did I just name? What was that? 5?
That was
5.
Yeah, 5.
That was 5.
It's your time. Hey, my man.
It's 5. Let's go with his 5.
Next, yeah, it's your 5.
Uh-oh.
All right, so man, this is, if you would have asked me this 10 years ago, the list probably be different. But
Cool.
Every day mine changes.
Hey,
that's what I'm saying. Like, I got my
thing wrong.
5, but I'm not even gonna name the default 5. All right, but I'm gonna be like,
Give us 5.
Cinco.
Everybody but Ronald.
Rakim.
Nice.
I ain't no joke.
Big L.
Nice.
Big Pun.
Oh shit. Nice.
Definitely.
Let's say Busta Rhymes.
Nice.
Fifth one. Let's see. I might say Common.
Okay.
No, I say Jada. I'm gonna say Jada.
Nice. Jadakiss. Hell yeah. Dope.
So I'm sorry, man, because I just know you from seeing you, but I got the other dude. Which my man had just told us your numbers, your rappers, man. What's your name again? Rap name? I'm sorry.
Misdemeanor.
Me, Misdemeanor.
No, I got that. I'm talking about my man. Like you know.
Me, Artisin.
Artist.
Who?
Artisan.
Artisin, yeah.
Oh, hold on, I heard mad voices. You said Ernest N? No, I can't hear y'all.
The danger zone. Art is in. Artisan.
Art is sin. Like art is sin.
Nah, I'm only fucking with you, Ernest. But I got you. No, I got you, Artisan. Yo, I just try to keep it a little heavy, but a little lighthearted as well, man. You know what?
The dad jokes.
That was a good one though, Ernest. Yo, Ernest goes to camp. You ever seen that movie when you was young?
Ernest, yeah.
Ernest saved Christmas. Ernest
that's not the look. I am not co-signing that.
We had Bernard Purdy, the great Bernard Purdy, one of the greatest drummers of all time. He still tours. He drums with James Brown, Al Green, Aretha Franklin, everybody. And he was on tour with us doing jazz with Taz. And he wasn't aware that these young dudes, which was me and Guru at the time, had been touring all over the place. We knew how to shit, this is how we get down. So he felt like it was new to us. We were giving you a rebirth with Jazz with Taz. Us, it was already like gangsta, and now he's selling out these shows. And he would always try to tell us, hey, you can't do that here. Well, you can't do that. And we were like, yo, we cool. Well, we call him Ernest. Like, because Ernest go to camp, and he'd be wearing suspenders and shit. But he was a dope-ass drummer. And he gave us a good, like, he knew stories and shit, man, about, like James Brown and, like, some real fly shit. Like, so, shout out to Bernard, because he's about 80-something. He's still rocking. He's still sitting up there drumming and doing his thing. He was a dude, too. Think about this. He was a dude where we were on tour and we seen Ice-T. Ice-T. Ice-T said, what's up, man? And kept it moving. But Bernard Purdy thought, like, when he met him, that he would be more, hey, respectful or whatever, and happy. So I believe Ice-T didn't know who that was.
Yeah.
But the fact was that, so Bernard Purdy also had these series of drum beats because that dudes was sampling mad people in the industry. But maybe he didn't realize at the time or knew about it. Like the rapper wasn't the one making the music.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Like he just thought Ice-T would know who he was. So he kind of played him all, right? So fast forward, and I told him, I said, nah, that's cool. I grabbed Ice-T up. I said, yo, this is so-and-so, blah. And, it was cool. So I hung out with Ice-T, a few times. Me and Guru went to his crib. It was at Montreal Jazz Festival, all this shit. And then Freddie Fox has a party. Shout out to my man Bumpy Knuckles. He has a party, and Ice-T is there, and a few of them others. Hey, a lot of people's there. And I said, "What's up, man?" He said, "Hey, what's up?" But it seemed like he hardly even knew who I was, right? And I was like, "Wow, like that's fast forward." But we actually hung out or whatever, you know what I'm saying? And I performed and do whatever. So then I get on stage. He's with his wife Coco, and I think it was her sister, I believe. Shout out to them. And I sang. Some soul shit that I incorporate in my show. Then afterwards, he said, "Oh, I remember you." But then I'm like, "Yo, it's because everybody was getting gassed and everybody was amped up."
You should have just treated him like Caitlin Clark and just shoved him to the ground.
Nah, yeah,
wow, the danger zone.
We're gonna get to that towards the end, But I ain't really shoving cats to the ground.
I'm just joking.
Yo, I'm cool. My name is Shug. Never been a fake. You can't confuse me with brother TD Jakes. No,
I got one more hip hop story. If you guys want to stay for one more story, or hip hop at least. So, one of the people I looked up to growing up was Rick Rubin. Rick Rubin. I always thought he was he had like a genius mind. And,
the man.
He did help a lot with just like sculpting what hip hop turned into. Like he was there too, you know what I'm saying? Run DMC, Beastie Boys, LL Cool J. He was there, you know what I mean?
My radio
on the boards, on the instruments, whatever. He came out and said that he almost had the chance and tried for a long time, but they couldn't get him out of their contract. He tried to sign NWA to Def Jam in the 80s. Wow. And I was like, dang, that would have been, I don't know, would that have been huge? Would it have been huge? Would have been not huge? Who knows? But I thought that was interesting. I don't know. I don't see it. Like something about that Ruthless Records, like grime. They had a little grime on top of it.
Think about this. I kind of see it because if you think about how the beats were to go along with Easy's flow and all that, right? I could see them Rick Rubin type. You know what I'm saying? I could see that shit happen with them where they ride, but it wouldn't have been the group.
Once like 90 came around, those kind of beats were gone. You know what I mean? The stabs and the cowbells and shit like that. That was kind of gone.
But I mean, look. Yeah. What Rick Rubin did 99 Problems, and that shit was straight. You know what I mean?
Fuck yeah. No, yeah.
That was boom, 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 bad. I said boom, boom.
I don't know, boom, like boom. that Ruthless Records. There was all the turmoil at the record label. I think a lot of that added to the dirtiness of that. I feel like maybe the Def Jam would have been a little too polished. It would have been. I feel like I don't know. That's just I thought.
I was driving over here, listening to. Remember that song that Dre did? Been there, done that.
Yeah.
And it didn't do so well. I was driving up here literally earlier, trying to figure out why that shit didn't do so well. Like, and I bumped it, and I started bumping the rest of the Aftermath album, trying to like.
That was the one they were dancing, right? There was like a ballroom dancing video for that song.
Yeah. I think,
I like that though. That video was the shit to me.
Yeah,
that video.
I like that song. That song's not a bad song.
You was bumping it hard.
I bumped it.
Dog, I just asked you.
I bumped it hard like West. I bumped it on West.
Yo, you wild. Yo, but I'm saying that's funny, G. You brought that. I couldn't remember the name right now, but you brought back that when he said the dancing part. I was like, oh yeah, I remember that, and I actually thought that would blow too. It was kind of fly, the concept, and then them breaking into dance like that. I was like, yo, man, before you turn off the lights. He took it back, you know what I'm saying? So,
what do you guys think the best hip hop video of all time is?
Man,
just one.
Yo, the what was it? That Far Side one when they're walking backwards, they're walking forward. You know, yeah.
I think it
away.
dropped.
That's that big Shug walking backwards. But go ahead.
No, Cypress Hill did the walking backwards. Far Side did drop. I think was the song they did where they were walking backwards.
Drop.
That's when they were rapping backwards, like they were walking.
Yeah. That one.
What about you, Tanya? What do you got?
That Missy video where it's like the fish islands and like she blows up. It's like a big garbage bag.
I can't stand the rain.
One. That's a good one.
I don't know. I really like that one.
All right, so that's yours. We got Artisin.
Damn, the best video ever.
Yeah.
Oh. I want to say I like the Triumph video a lot.
Okay, that's a good one. What do you got, Shug? What do you got?
With me, it's so many of them, and it's for different reasons. Like, you see what I'm saying? Like this, just as a disclaimer, or like I would say that
you can't pick all of that. Just pick one.
I'm not. I'm saying I'm saying the Mad Max scenario in the Tupac video and Caliber You Love.
Yeah,
that was dope. But I'll have to go into a Gangstar video and say it was one of my best, like that I liked as well, even though I'm in it, was the Militia, because the Militia was a straight black exploitation movie. It was the straight, like, you know what I mean? So it was like the fact that, okay, I'm able, I always say it, I'm able to be in this video fighting, whipping ass, you know, like they used to do back then, be dressed up. I was a club owner, dress up. Now you like fucking some cats up and getting your money. And then, you know, the whole scene of it, I was like, wow, this acted itself out. So that was one of my top ones. And another disclaimer real quick on that karate one J. Rue and Afu had. That shit was crazy too. But go ahead.
I don't know that one.
Yeah.
I already know Myster DL.
What is it? What is it?
It's gonna be a Busta Rhymes video.
Yeah.
Put your hands on eyes to see.
Oh yeah, that video right there. I would
with that too.
I threw the VCR tape into the VCR and caught to catch that.
Oh boy!
Like to catch that shit. Like yo,
hey, word on the.
I know it's coming on. It's coming on. It's coming on. Bam.
Word on the street. Word on the street. Tanya was saying when that used to come on, you would take your shirt off and just start dancing. You know what I'm saying?
I have no idea. I didn't know him then. So.
Yeah.
I mean, you thought you didn't know him.
If he was dancing off beat.
You remember the mic?
Dangerous.
Now you can't dance off beat. Hey, yo, Artisin. Yo. And is Artisin and Sinister?
No. Artisin
and Sinister. Yo.
No. Mistameana.
I know.
Artisin and Mistameana.
No, I know Mistameana. Listen, Mistameana, because it couldn't be Sinister. Because if it was Sinister, I was going to say, do you think that you're super sinister? And you probably would say, yeah. And then he's Artisin.
Why you bring the corn to the show?
Well, what was I trying to say? No, we got the corn sitting right there on the cob, right there on the couch. But go ahead. No, what'd you say, Mr. Magoo? What part? I think you missed what I'm saying. That's all right. So
all right,
listen.
Last subject.
Listen, Artisin. I know, man. I'm getting a little itchy. But anyway, listen. Mistameana and Artisin, right?
Yeah.
Okay, so listen. Did you want to say something more like with them DL?
Yeah, I want to know when the album's coming out, or the first project at least.
That's you.
Okay, so
y'all know
gas prices is gonna drop
probably like the first week of July.
Oh,
yeah.
Okay.
How many songs?
Oh, it's gonna be on everything, and it's gonna be like the video gonna come out. It's gonna be on YouTube.
No, I said how many songs?
How many songs?
Yeah.
That's just a single. We're dropping a single on the first week of July.
Okay.
Oh, I see. Okay.
Yeah.
All right,
so that's our single gas prices.
So what is do a new age plan, just dropping singles, or you guys plan on doing an album?
We plan on doing it. We are like working on an album.
Yeah.
We just don't have a name for it right now.
Oh, nice. Hell yeah. All right. Fuck yeah.
And now, if
I would
people
say
want to check that, oh,
we're gonna drop
go ahead.
our album.
I was gonna say, if people want to check y'all out, what are your individual socials so that people can see what you're doing? You know, where they can check out your new projects, and also like where you're performing.
Okay, you wanna go?
Word, you can check me out on Instagram at the real Mistameana. That's Mistameana with underscores in between the and the real.
Or the Rock.
All right, you can check me out. I know my name is Artisin, but on Instagram is Art is Real, because my Instagram got hacked. So it's Art is Real.
Oh damn!
It got hacked. You know what I'm saying? I felt victim. I felt
same thing happened to Shug. Yeah,
heavy. My shit was like at 19,000, and then wham.
They got you too.
Yeah, like shit was a while ago. About what, 2 years or something? Something like that, man.
Something like that for me too.
Yeah. It's just
And my album Works of Art is streaming on everything, on all streaming platforms like Spotify, iTunes, all that. And
yeah. All we want to say, man, is we appreciate y'all stopping by, man.
Yeah.
Much success in your endeavors, man. We'll see you along the way. Maybe we'll see y'all up in the basement in the sky over DL's crib. You know what I mean? And run over a few bars and shit, see what's good. You know what I mean? Ladies and gentlemen, there you have it. Artisin and Mistameana. You know what I'm saying? That new single called what, y'all?
Gas prices.
Gas prices. And the B-side, burgers and bitches. So check that out now.
The Danger Zone.
Yo, it's all good. It's all good. Hey,
check out our other single called The Culture.
That's cool, man. Yeah, you gotta remember, I'm from that era. Roach clip with the feather, rocking them gold bangles. Summer from that era, these tight pants and rusty ankles.
Oh,
I understand
that
your parents didn't spank you, but that left the line wide open for me to just thank you because I can do what I got to do still. That's what it is.
Yo,
bro.
hold on. Where's Tremaine? Yeah. Tremaine still there?
Nah.
All right. Well, we got 5 people here. So with this,
he went to the pool.
We got 5. Oh, no. We got 5 people. So here's the question. I got one question. What was more ridiculous, tight jeans?
There you go.
Or 140-pound dudes wearing size 48 jeans. What was more ridiculous?
Me personally, I think the big clothes. You know why?
Okay.
Because, I was a bigger dude even at that time. Like now I'm about 270. Back then I probably was like close to 3. And I used to shop at Big and Tall. That's the only place I really could go. Every place didn't have the big sections.
Yeah.
So I would go to Tall. And they'd be sold out of the designer big shit. We talking about 3X and up. And dude told me one time, remember, man, he says, he said, all these little dudes coming here buying all the shit. I was like, yo, for real? He was like, dude. and then police, I remember, man, going through those days of life, and then they'll you got to take your shit off and put on that the jail clothes, the stadies or whatever, and dudes be stripping down, and they be bugging because the dude is this big, like he said, 100 pounds, with all these clothes on. They thought he was big. I seen it happen. And dudes could carry whole Mac 11s in they shit because this shit was so damn big. It was amazing how big they used to wear shit, man.
Yeah.
Nah, to me the worst thing right now is I guess you would consider it tight jeans, but it's the way they wear them. But when they wear it, they're not even covering their ass. They're just like covering up their legs. It's like, why the fuck you got what's going on? That's the shit.
Shug got a word for this. What's this called, Shug? You talked about this before.
What that right there?
That look.
I forget, but you can remind me. But
I forget.
I was going to say, dude, when he said that, the part of me that was the craziest about that is I would literally see dudes with a goose coat on or a bomber, and it's freezing outside. I'm talking about brick cold, but the ass is out. Your jeans is hanging over,
sticking out.
You got on this big ass coat, and you got the draw layer protecting you from the cold. That's like to be. So let it make sense. That's all I'm saying. Well, rock your style, man, but let that come on. That don't make no sense. 20 below. So what's protecting your skin
The shirt
from the outside? Your drawers, but you got on jeans and you got a big ass winter coat on and a hat.
All right,
That's
so
wild, son.
so Mistameana sounds like skinny jeans. He thinks that's more. What about you, Artisin? The question of the day.
Yeah, I don't know. Some people made the big shit like it looked cool back then. I don't know why.
Yeah. No, you're right. Yeah.
But now,
It's looking good now. It's back. It's coming back.
And it don't look so
Never
good.
left with Rakim.
Yeah. But I don't know. Maybe like what he said, a skinny shit that is too tight. If it's too tight, it just make it make sense. You know.
All right, Tanya, what you at?
Nah, straight up. I am not feeling them skinny jeans. If I feel like you and I are shopping in the same section of the department store, it's not working for me. I don't like it at all. I've never seen a dude in skinny jeans. I'd be like, he looking like a snack. No, thank you. I'd rather it be a surprise. I'd rather you have a glow up. You take your pants down. I'll be like, oh, that's what you got all up in there. Okay.
Nah, you rather be like, oh yeah, take your shit off. Oh shit, you like 60 pounds? Okay, that's
that's okay. As long as other people don't know you 60 pounds, I'll rock with it. But then skinny jeans, and then these dudes trying to take them off like they pantyhose. Like, I'm just not feeling that. It's not giving me masculine energy for me.
They're both whack because if you think about it, because of skinny jeans is like the initials of your man, Mistameana over there, right? The same initials with them skinny jeans. Mermaid. That shit is not cool with no dude. Like
that was it.
Like that. And if guess what? If we about to fight, and I pull the drinks down real quick, you can't even do nothing. You can't run.
Trip over their old pants.
They can't.
Honestly, you a little bitch if you pulling down dude's pants. All right, fight.
No. First of all, no. Let me say, anything go in them type of beat. You gotta have the ups. You ain't fighting me. You're not gonna fight me with them on, right? And you're not gonna fight me with Crocs. So that shit ain't gonna happen.
Honestly, for me as a female, I'm just gonna assume if I'm gonna fight, I'm somehow gonna end up naked. Because someone tearing your clothes off, whether they tight or
that's what they do, though. That's what that women be doing. That dudes is like, come on.
Well,
man.
Dudes be doing that apparently. If y'all that desperate, like
that's
me,
why
I'm not trying to go for your nails or your nails. I'm not trying to go for your clothes. I'm gonna break your kneecap.
Well,
like if we fighting, we gotta go there. Forget the clothes.
Yeah.
Fighting.
Go ahead.
Well, people be doing that. The shirt over the head in the fight.
Yeah. You know that been happening. You know that been happening.
That shit though.
That been happening. That shirt over the head.
One time I got in a fight. I had a pit bull with me. I got in a fight in an elevator. Well, I was in the elevator getting off the elevator, and the person was getting on the elevator, and we got in a fight, and he pulled my shirt on my head like that, like a hockey player, and I just threw one punch, and I hit him in the forehead. It hurt so bad. That's where I hit him. And so anyway, my dog just sitting there wagging his tail. I'm just like, oh my God. I was like, what are you doing? I remember that shit. That shit was so. You know the guy too, Artisin, I think. Yeah. Busted that guy.
I just thought about too, like, I know I realizing how time's moving. But listen, man, we seriously appreciate y'all stopping with us, man.
It's been moving the thing the whole time.
Like I said before, from the danger zone, man, myself, Myster DL, Chef Tanya Nicole, much success, man. And stay in it, man. Stay in the game, man. Stay in and make it happen. We need them differences. You know what I mean? Yeah. Artisin, Mistameana.
Yay.
Salute.
Yes, sir.
Oh yeah, that was awesome.
I just didn't realize how that shit was moving. I'm like, whoa, 720, like, yo, man, listen, hey. But I do.
Let's go.
I do want to. Something you want to say?
No, I just wanted to say the Mike Tyson fight's off. So for now.
What? Wait. Hold the presses.
Yeah.
What happened?
Mike Tyson has like a stomach ulcer or something, so they're postponing the fight. I think they'll still do it. That's a big payday right there, man.
They'll do it. Yeah. They'll do it. But also, Deontay Wilder just got his lips knocked off again. And it was kind of wild because I think he fought some dude named Zing Zhang. But Zing Bang, right? But
the danger zone.
I slowed down the footage because I couldn't tell what I was looking at. and not the punch that puts him out cold. You know what I'm saying? Not that. Obviously, we saw him get knocked out, but right before that, it's like, what's going on? What's going on here exactly? And it looks like he punches him like in his arm or forearm or bicep or something, and he turns to the ref, which is dumb to do in a boxing match. He turns to the ref to say something to the ref, and the other guy was just like, all right, knocked him out. And so I'm trying.
Here's the thing.
I slowed it down.
It wasn't a break, but here's the problem. See, so first of all, you don't got the ups right now. Right at that moment, Deontay Wilder's not feeling like he got the edge here.
Yeah.
Because if someone does something stupid, and you got the edge, you go, okay, man, I'm really gonna mess him up now. You feel me?
Yeah.
So the reason why I say that is because, so what supposedly happened was when dude hit him, he stepped on his foot too. So dude couldn't really move back, Deontay Wilder. So he stepped on his foot and threw the punch. And then when he was turning around complaining about that, like, you see that, then dude knocked him out. But Mayweather did that too. Now, to me, the main thing is what you said. In a ring, you got to protect yourself at all times. It was kind of corny, but that's the ring, though. You shouldn't have turned yourself knowing that ain't nobody gave nobody no warning, ain't nobody said timeout or nothing.
Yeah,
you know it's gonna be on and popping. So, that's one thing. Another thing is, so his mother says that she wished that he would retire. He's made his money, he's done his things, or whatever, and he move on. But his father says that he got a few more fights left in him. But dude, if you can watch this dude get knocked out like that a couple of times, I mean, come on, man.
I kind of take insult, I guess, to people who are shitting on him so hard. I'm like, man, this guy came in and fought 50 fucking people and knocked them all out cold. And then he loses a few fights and now he's a bitch or now he's that. I'm like, what are we talking about here? Like, this guy had the hardest punch we've probably ever seen. Yeah, he maybe wasn't the best skilled boxer, and that's the problem. It took Tyson Fury to expose that, and now it does appear to be over. But he fought 50 professional fucking boxers and beat the shit out of them all. There's got to be something to give props to there. You know what I'm saying? Well, I don't know. I think that's incredible. Like, for a guy who can't box, he knocked out 50 professional boxers.
But see, that was the situation. You said the key word. That's one thing about Tyson when he was knocking out people.
Yeah.
But he could box too. He was a boxer knocking out people.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Like, this dude, he was really trying to land that shot.
Yeah.
The floor. So what happened was he met somebody that could really box that was also bigger than him, Fury, but he could box too.
Yeah. And
that was the law. And guess what? If you, Myster DL, or anyone in this earth, you hit somebody with all of your power, and then they looking at you like, whoa, you're going to be like, damn, you know what you remember? That's the infamous shot when he punched one of them fights. He hit Tyson Fury in the face, dropped him. And then he did the motion it's over.
Yeah.
And then shook his head and hopped up. That dude was like, right then he lost the fight. Yeah. He's like, yo, this dude. But then Fury just got knocked out too. He just got clapped too.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? So, I mean, it gets to a point, man, with these dudes, man, like, if I'm
Deontay, perfect.
You could do something else now. Like, I mean, y'all are older too. It's not like you young fighters. Keep on moving on, because you get knocked out one more time, it's gonna be like Roy Jones. Roy Jones was the man for a long time, and then he gets knocked out like 3 or 4 times in a row. Then it's like, it's tainted.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Because you're like, wow, this dude, he could have just left it alone. But unfortunately, inside, like, a lot of these boxers can't leave it alone. That's why I give kudos to Mike Tyson. Yeah, he's about to have this little beef, but for all those years, he wasn't, about 15, 16 years, he wasn't boxing.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? He was doing all kinds of shit, one-man shows.
I think it happens with a lot of people in sports that, like that inner ego where it's like, nah, I could do this, I could do this, I could do this, because they have been doing it for so long. It's like a gambler. You know what I'm saying? Mm-hmm. They win one big time, and they're like, no, I'm going to win again. I'm going to win again. Mm-hmm. So, whether it's Tom Brady retiring and coming back, it's like
Tim Brady.
You crave that attention, you crave the excitement of the sport that you literally trained your life to do, and I think what happens is it's very hard for them to just walk away. Even if you're on top, I think it's very hard for them to walk away. And that's why we see it in different sports.
Some have, because you got like Oscar De La Hoya, Mayweather.
Oh, yeah.
But if you look at Larry Holmes, Riddick Bowe, there's a few of them. These guys are like, they're almost like Muhammad Ali was. You know what I mean? They did some damage there. You could obviously see it. George Foreman was able to slide step that, but those other guys I just spoke on, and when you see them, you're like, damn. And then it was never worth that. It was never worth for you to live these lives the rest of your life, not being able to do all these things because them guys, like DL, you just said, them guys take shots. Those punches they take is some shots.
A lot. Over and over again.
And it looks like to us.
I'd fight Mike Tyson. I'd like a guy, fucking 130-pound guy. But I'd fight Mike Tyson for $10 million. I'm like, bro, if Mike Tyson, in the shape you're in right now, Mike Tyson would break your neck if he punched you how he punches professional boxers with solid necks. He would break your neck.
When you see the comp box or whatever that is, you punch somebody. How many power punches? 50.
Yeah.
How many punches? Right. They're saying power punches. That means first of all, people think
crazy, dude.
That you get punched in the face that hurts. Them same punches hurt in the shoulder.
Yeah.
In the forearm, right?
Everywhere.
Thigh if they miss, like all of that. You know what I mean? So it's something else. But
speaking of knockouts, hold on. Speaking of knockouts, this is gonna be quick. Speaking of knockouts, J-Lo says that they're saying that. So J-Lo signed this $100 million deal with Las Vegas, where she was gonna have a residency in Las Vegas.
Right.
And then she just announced, I'm going to go on tour. I'm going to do this tour. But the ticket sales were bad, so she had to cancel the tour. Now Las Vegas is saying, why are we giving you $100 million? What do you think about that, Tanya Boricua? What do you think about that?
I mean, at the end of the day, especially when it comes to Vegas, it's about the money. I'm not saying she can't have a successful residency, because that's a totally different experience. Like going to Vegas and, having something for me to see that I like, that interests me, I could see that she would do actually really, really well. Because first of all, J-Lo hasn't been on tour since when?
I don't think J-Lo, J-Lo's like, to me, like it's not like someone you want to go see sing. I don't think. It's like, she's not a good singer.
But I think you have to take it in the perspective of a J-Lo fan. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Okay. Here's my thing. So when there's performances at Vegas and all that, there's a cabaret effect to them. Like so you're really going for the entertainment value of it.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? It's not like you're like, hey, J-Lo's this great singer. But there's gonna be a bunch of choreographed dancing.
Yeah.
There's gonna be music that you like, whatever. That's like New Edition.
It's gonna be nostalgic.
Titties.
New Edition just had their residency. Wu-Tang has a residency coming up. So that's what that is. It's like, it's a cabaret type effect. Like, you know what I mean? Where you're like, okay, I wouldn't be surprised soon if it's MC Hammer.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
I feel like it's needed, because like, if you think about it, like in terms of top residencies right now, all you have is like Usher.
All right. Well, I guess.
So I think yes, she didn't sell the tickets, but it doesn't make me feel like, oh, she would do bad as a residency, and especially because she actually, even though she's not singing, she's still acting. Like, her name is still out there.
I'd pay.
Like, she's popular.
I'd pay like $40 for a glimpse of that butt.
Oh, there you go.
Okay, the Boricua booty.
$40 ticket for a glimpse of that warlock. I'd do that. Yeah.
Yo, but listen though. Janet though, I think Janet would like sell that out.
Janet.
Oh, 100%.
Yeah, I just saw Janet and it was great.
A few of them. Beyonce, she could have a residency easy.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Oh, Beyonce, 100%. I don't think she would do it, but I don't think.
Not yet.
I think she's too busy right now.
Eventually she will. I think Jay would. Yeah. Like, they'll do it eventually. Snoop even did it. But moving on a little bit.
Is it stupid time?
Wait. Before we move on, since we're talking about Boricuas, I just want to shout out the Puerto Rican Day Parade.
While she's wearing a Jamaican shirt.
Right.
No, the Caribbean. We love the Caribbean because the Caribbean, the Carnival's coming too.
That shirt.
Shout out. Excuse me. Anyway, the Danger Zone. Actually, Puerto Rico just had their first Puerto Rican festival. They never had one, so that was like at the end of May, and it's gonna be a yearly thing. So shout out to all my Boricuas and everybody who loves us, and look up to see when your festival is happening in your city or state.
Okay,
because we out there.
All right. Well, I guess it might be that time. Is it that time of the week?
But before I go to that, I just want to run through this real quickly. It's the NBA Finals is upon us.
The finals.
Celtics will be playing tomorrow against Dallas. Dallas has I meant to ask those guys to wear a Celtics shirt, but Dallas has Kyrie and Irvin and Luka Doncic as their stars, and Boston, has Jason and Jaylen Brown and Tatum and a few others. Kristaps Porzingis is back. Should be a great series. I'm thinking Boston could win 5 or 6 and 5 or 6. We'll see what happens. I think it's their time. I think they're battle tested. So we'll find out, man. I'm with Boston. You got any picks in that series or?
I'm gonna go Mavericks in 3. Game 3 is gonna be such a blowout.
You said Mavericks in what?
Mavericks in 3. Game 3 is gonna be such a blowout that Boston's just gonna be like, you know what? You guys could just have it. No, I'm just joking. I'll say Mavericks in 6.
Okay. What about you, Tanya?
Yeah, I definitely say Mavericks, and I think they're gonna go 7.
Oh shit!
So I definitely. I don't think the Mavericks have the horses to defend what Boston has. But we'll see. We'll see what happens. And I think Boston's been there like shoot past few years. Like at some point you got to crack through. If they don't crack through this time, then there's a problem there. So, and you got Kristaps Porzingis and Drew Holiday for these moments, and Derek White and all the others. So. You made some changes, got rid of Marcus Smart, and so now it's time to see what happens. Other than that, this time of the day and the time of the show is time for
stupid as hell. It's this time.
Stupid as hell was funny because dude's kind of stupid and unstupided and then stupided back, right? So it's combination stupid. This dude's name. It's Corey Harris. Now I have a good friend named Corey Harris, so it ain't you, Corey. But Corey's deaf; he can't hear, so he probably wouldn't know that. He might think I'm saying it. He reads lips. Corey Harris was the judge.
The danger zone.
Corey Harris had a case going on in court because he was driving with a suspended license. It's a little late because it went viral all over the internet that dude was driving while he was on a Zoom court case, driving with a suspended license. He's driving and the judge is looking and the judge is like, so
are you driving?
So then he said, let me pull over, give me a minute here. So this is, everybody's like, whoa, this dude ain't supposed to be driving, but this is what he's saying. So when he pulls over, the judge says, what are you doing? He said, he's driving. He said, you're driving. He says, you have a suspended license. So we're going to revoke your bond or something he said to that effect, and you have to turn yourself in by such and such a clock, to take care of this or whatever the matter is. Now, the reason why I was stupid because dude looked bewildered on the film. Like he looked like this is crazy. Then it turns out, as time went on, days went on, so the suspension, the license suspension was reinstated 2 years earlier. Right? So this was makes him back stupid because he wasn't aware. He looked in shock. You know what I'm saying? So it turns that he did have a license when he was driving, but he didn't know. So Corey Harris, all I'm just saying, man, it's like you got embarrassed all over the net for that shit. Everybody could see it online. And then it turned out to be another way, man. And, you know, kudos to you, brother. You know what I mean? So you was the first on this show to be stupid as hell, unstupid, stupid again. Now you're good. So this week was Corey Harris.
Dang, that's so funny. I'm watching it right now.
Why are you so dumb? Like, why are you really so dumb?
It's crazy people out here, man. Even when I didn't have my license, and my story was good enough to tell the police officer, where he said, "Okay, go make sure you go take care of that." You know what I mean? Like, so, I mean, this dude was something else. But listen, shit.
That was so funny.
Oh, one more thing is whack, though, man. Damn, whack. You familiar with The Dream, right?
The Dream?
Yeah.
The singer?
Yeah, producer, all that, whatever you know.
Yeah.
So he's facing sexual assault allegations, rape charges against a former intern or worker. Bruh. And so stay tuned because he's going through that. And I tell you, boy, you know what it is? Like the Diddy thing, I ain't going to waste no time on that because we've been there.
Diddler.
But when they come down on you, even when they came down on Diddy, what they're doing right now, there's a whole bunch of people that are like shook. You know what I mean? Knowing that like that. You know what I'm saying? Waiting
it could be them next. Mm-hmm.
Yeah, the shooter, because you know what you did. You know what I mean? You know how you've been living.
Karma's coming back, and she's gonna say hello.
His thing is sex trafficking and all that shit too. So, you know, and we all know the meaning of all that stuff. So, you know, I just want to say that. But I ain't trying to end on a low note like that because everybody's always innocent until proven guilty. That's really the reality of it all. You know, I'm just something I wanted to mention, man. But anyway, we're going to keep it moving, man. This is episode what, y'all?
116.
116.
116. No,
I mean, hey, I appreciate y'all, man. You know what I'm saying? You know, and all y'all peoples out there, man, it was a good segment. Thanks for Mistameana and Artisin. Through.
Hell
you know what I mean? We appreciate that. Always remember, excuses have no purpose. Don't make them.
Don't make them.
Don't make them.
As we grow, we glow. You know what I'm saying? And check on your people. You know, check on your people, friends, whatever. People you haven't heard from, just give them a call. Even if it's a family member. You know, if you can't get to them and you're used to not getting to them, that's cool. But there's some that needs to be get checked on. So check on those who you can check on. All right?
Yeah.
Because people, you never know what they're going through as well.
Oh,
all right, man.
I got a couple new videos out this week. One for Hectic called Bandemic and one for Term called Tell Me. Go check that out. We out of here. Bruce.
And I also, since you said that, we might say it. Damn, I forgot. So I got a single. Well, actually, it's Sandro Castro's single called Different World featuring myself, Big Shug.
Does he have any different names we might know him by?
On that song? Yeah, right. But it drops the 9th. The song drops the 9th. Different World, Sandro Castro featuring me. Peep that, be aware on all platforms. All right, man.
Peace.
Peace, peace, peace.
On my dark days, I chopped crack on a regular. Ran up in spots and clapped on a regular. Took big fat ass stacks from the register. No matter how hard they tried, they still couldn't measure the hard I have.